What is going on, guys? My name is Tim Ruswick, and today we're gonna have a video based on something that just happened recently. Um, as of the time you're seeing this video, last night I submitted my game to Casual Connect for the Indie Prize, which is free tickets to Casual Connect and all that stuff, and showcasing and marketing, and they give you a bunch of stuff, but mainly it gets your eyes in front of really important people. And it's a chance to network with people that are doing the same thing and meet up and talk to them. So I was not anywhere near done. The game isn't even close to something that should be submitted to a competition. There are audio issues. There are enemies without audio at all. There audio inconsistencies. There are some sound effects that just don't sound good. There's a boss battle that needs a ton of work. There is all sorts of stuff that's wrong with the build. And I've been working like crazy the last week or two to like get this ready for this competition. The deadline was midnight last night, and when I say like crazy, I mean literally 10 to 14 to 16 hours a day sometimes, like nonstop banging this thing out. I just wasn't there, and I got to the point where I wasn't gonna submit it, but I did. I submitted what I had anyway because I figured, you know what, the best case of me submitting is I win. The best case of me not submitting is I lose. Right? And like I mentioned before, when you're working on these longer projects, especially projects that you pour your heart and soul into that mean something to you, it's a lot harder to take stuff about those games. Like, I've made plenty of games on Finish Friday, right? Like, I get 8 mobile games in 8 weeks. I don't give a shit what anyone says about those, right? Like, tell me they suck. Tell me all kinds of stuff. Like, give me, like, go for it. I'm all about it. Let's fix it together, But it's like these other projects that you pour your heart and soul into over a long period of time, and it's this big thing in your head, and you want it to be perfect. Those are, you hold it differently in your brain, and it can be really easy to let that stop you, to let it shut you down, to make you like not go through with some of the things that you want to do. But you gotta push through things. You've got to get out of your comfort zone and submit to things that you wouldn't otherwise do. I've never submitted to any kind of competitions in my entire life. Any kind, not just game development, but any kind of competitions. I'm not comfortable with it. I don't want my game even looked at, let alone judged with judging eyes, But it made me uncomfortable, and I didn't want to do it. That's why I had to do it. And some of you are at that point. Some of you are at that point where you're scared of what people think. You're scared of the what people might think if they see your game. I talked about this plenty of times on the channel. But there are a lot of barriers, and every once in a while we come across one of those barriers that defeats us. That just things don't work out. That for whatever reason you feel beat up and you feel like you lost. And this was one of those for me. I did not get to where I wanted to get with submitting this build, but I submitted it anyway. And I know an old version of me wouldn't have done that, and I like myself because of that. Like, I like the fact that under pressure I'll work my ass off, and if I don't make it, I'm still kind of okay with it. Like, not to say that I don't have mood swings. I don't have like, you know, get discouraged or any of that. I do. Absolutely, I do. There are plenty of times where I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing? Who am I to have a game dev channel and share game dev? Why my games like are not anything? Why would anybody listen to me? There are plenty of times we go into self-doubt and stuff. And I've covered that 1,000 times, but I want to encourage you today. If there's something that you want to do that you don't feel qualified for, if there's something that you want to do that you don't feel ready for, if there's something out there that is stopping you, whatever it is, I think you should go for it. Because again, the best case, if it works out, you get a yes. You get a win. The best case, if you never do it, if you never try, you get a loss. You get a no. Whatever that is. And that's really powerful when you think about it. Like, it's out of my hands now. I'm not worried about it. I'm not thinking about it. I'm not obsessing about it. It's done. I may never hear from these people again. Doesn't matter to me. It mattered up until 11:59. You're damn straight. I was obsessing. I like my brain was going crazy. I was working all kinds of stuff. There were several times where I talked to Nicole, my girlfriend. I was just like, I'm not going to make this. I'm not going to do it. And she was just like, just do what you can. She helped me prioritize stuff. Like, okay, if we don't get the boss fight changed, that's fine. But if we don't have the audio in, that's not okay. So we got to work on different stuff, prioritize it out. Again, I don't feel ready, but I did it anyway. And there are a couple times where I've dived into things where I don't feel ready for in life. My company was one of them. Being asked by a major corporation to do the marketing for their 18 different buildings after I marketed one little dinky piece of software for myself. Was an opportunity that I got, 10 years ago now. And I was like, whoa, there's no way I can do this. But something in me just said, yes, I can do it. And that led to me forming a marketing company. That led to all kinds of opportunities down the road, because then I had 18 different client references. I had, a network for days. And yes, it was a lot of work. Yes, it was extremely intimidating. Yes, I fell flat on my face multiple times. But seizing opportunities like that and doing things even when you don't think you can, just trying, just going for it, I think is really important. So that's my message for today. If you've got something that you don't feel qualified for, you don't feel ready for, do it anyway. Just do it, man. Just don't put a lot of thought into it. Just make it happen. Because again, best case, if you do it, it works out. Best case, if you don't, it doesn't. And nobody wants shit not to work out, right? So hope that was helpful. Stuff I've covered a lot on the channel. It's along the same themes, but I thought I would share that today. This is something I was going through. But thank you guys all very much for watching. I appreciate it. If you like the content I post on this channel, if you hit subscribe and like and all that good stuff, it helps me out in the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate it. But once again, I'm Tim Roswick, and I will see you tomorrow.